Thanks for joining us for our review of the 19th Emirates Singapore Derby from the Singapore Turf Club. A terrific field of 16 were lining up at the start. Unfortunately, there was a mishap and Empress Banquet was a late scratching from the Derby field. Let's take a look at the great race. It is bad luck for the connections of Empress Banquet. It is a scratching for the Emirates Singapore Derby. Just seconds away from release time. It's reared up, it's got down. So it will be a scratching here. Just waiting for word on Johnny Guitar and also Byron Vorster. Vorster is still shaking his left leg, so he may well have got a little bit of a kick when Empress Banquet did raise the legs. So they're reloading. Cordoba about to come in. Empress were to come forward along with Johnny Guitar. So we're almost set. Let's hope this delay doesn't adversely affect any of the runners. Very good field and we're almost ready to go. So Johnny Guitar to come forward. And we'll be right to go. They're ready. Gates back, racing in the Emirates Singapore Derby. Johnny Guitar and Spalato, the best two to leave. Alfonso commenced nicely, and also Cordoba over on the inside. Isnate, Mr. Armstrong, and now Empress Wu going up on the outside. Valbuena making ground the fence, followed by Bendician. Next of all is Magical Talent, then came Panama City. Step It Up had to go back from the wide draw. Wall Street Boy over on the inside, then Vergladica, and Flight of the Saker back to the rear. They leave the straight and Spalato a little keen in the front. He might get cover as Mr. Armstrong comes around the outside, but there's not a great tempo one here. Mr. Armstrong's going to be allowed to roll to the front by All Press. Led over Spalato as they reach the back, then Cordoba. Next of all is Alfonso. Valbuena down on the fence in a lovely position. Out three wide is Empress Wu. A length away to Bendician. Down on the inside of Johnny Guitar, then is Nate. Magical Talent next from Panama City. Wall Street Boys moved off the fence. Flight of the Sake of the inside. Then came Step It Up out three wide, and Vergladica's at the rear. They march down the back in the Derby, and Mr. Armstrong shows the way. Spalato still a shade keen against Nunez in second. Up on the outside is Cordoba, and the saddle might have slipped forward on Cordoba, so the rider's in a bit of trouble there. He takes over and goes to the front now, Cordoba, but the saddle has slipped. He led by a half length over Mr. Armstrong as the pace really goes on now. This suits Spalato, who's travelling a little more kindly now. Next of all then is Alfonso as they came down towards the top of the straight. Empress Wu makes a smooth. Valbuena still enjoying a lovely run from Bendician. They were followed by Magical Talent sneaking up on the inside. Step It Up going wider. Then Johnny Guitar. Flight of the Saker is Nate over on the inside, and well back Wall Street Boy. Into the straight, Mr. Armstrong is the leader. Spalato tries to run him down at the 300 metres, and now Spalato went to the lead, and he dashed out by two over Mr. Armstrong. Bendician into the clear. Step It Up down the outside. Magical Talent, Johnny Guitar battle away. Spalato is clear in the Derby. What a remarkable story. 4 starts, 4 wins, 2 Group 1s in the Emirates Singapore Derby. Spalato bolts in, wins it by 5. Step It Up, a massive run second. Third might be Magical Talent, then a photo with Vergladica. Next to come across the line was Bendician, then Johnny Guitar. They were followed by Valbuena, Panama City, well back Cordoba, but there were excuses for it. Then Flight of the Saker, Mr. Armstrong, Wall Street Boy, well back Alfonso with his Nate, and Empress Wu at the rear. They've all been victorious, and 2 of them have been 2 of our biggest races on the calendar. The Group 1 Patrons Bowl, and now the Group 1 Emirates Singapore Derby. An absolute star of the turf, Spalato. Very keen in the initial stages. Obviously it wasn't advantageous to the rider or connections or Cordoba, but when its saddle slipped and the pace went on, that really suited Spalato, and all of a sudden he could get his stride going. And he's moved up on the outside of Mr. Armstrong near the top of the straight, and he's absolutely caned them. 3:1:11 and a photo. 2:02.4 is the time. Manuel Nunez, he'll be our champion rider in 2014, and now he's the Emirates Singapore Derby champion as well. So well done to all concerned here with Spalato. Who would have thought when we saw this bloke debut on the 4th of May on the poly track, he came out and he won pretty impressively. He won by almost 10 lengths, and we thought, well, we've got a fair horse in our hands here. We've got an absolute star of the turf. 3:1:11 and a photo. We wait for 4th to come up. It's between Vergladica and Bendician. 2:02.4 the winner's time. So great training performance by John O'Hara. Graham Mackey, he bred this horse with his wife by Allington out of by Elusive City, at least, out of Allington, a New Zealand 4-year-old. And this is a remarkable performance. And there's Graham with the white shirt and his wife, and they'll be absolutely thrilled with this. 3, 1, 11 and a photo. We might go downstairs where all the action is taking place after the Emirates Singapore Derby.
Yeah, we've got some interviews to do. John O'Hara, very jubilant John O'Hara as well. What a story it's turned out to be. Spalato, only a couple of months ago he was belting them on the poly track, but has been able to win here. We'll have a chat with John O'Hara and also Graham Mackey. John, how does that feel?
Oh, it feels great, eh?
You never doubted him, did you?
Just out at the distance. Yeah, but obviously he stays.
Well, that opens up more options in the future, doesn't it, now that he runs a strong 2000?
Yes, it does, but the race panned out right for him. Yeah.
And to win a Group 1 like this, you said he was the best horse you've ever trained after his second win. You were spot on.
Yeah.
Okay, well done. Enjoy the celebrations.
Thank you very much.
There's John O'Hara, who basically is speechless. Well done to him. Graham Mackey and Tricia's going to have a word. How does it feel, guys?
Just so grateful and thankful. Thank you.
Can you believe how far he's come in such a short period of time?
Can't believe it. It's just wonderful. Thank you so much, everybody. The club and John and David and Sylvester, and I just see Jamie there, and the vet and everyone that's helped. Jamie's done a great job with his feet.
Okay, we won't hold you up because the horse is coming back. Trish, how's that?
I don't know. I just, there aren't any words.
Okay, we'll savour the moment with the horse. Well done. I think to win the Patrons Bowl was one thing, to win it by a whisker, but to win this the way he did, 4 1/4 lengths charging away, that's been unbelievable. He's put in 4 breathtaking performances from 4 starts, this horse.
And every time we've doubted him, because he's had to prove something extra. When it was his first time, it was stepping up to 1400 metres and onto the turf and up to Class 4. The next time was Group 1 level. This time, the doubt was whether he would stay. Well, he stayed. He romped in. 2,000 metres, no issues for him. I don't think we can doubt him anymore, Matt. He's proven us wrong every time. What's it like to win a derby on this horse?
Unbelievable. I have no word to say. Honestly, he's a good horse, you know. Today we was worried about 2,000 meters, especially me, because he's the kind of horse he jump and run. But today I spoke to John and I said, look, just try to relax him wherever he's happy. And then I'm happy when I took the lead. Lisa come and crossed me. I was able to relax him behind them. And well, about 600 meters, I know I have plenty of horse left. So I said, well, from here we go. And he just balls. He went so easy. He's a very nice horse.
Did you think he could win by that much, though? I mean, he's, as I said before, he's had to prove something every time, but today he's beaten a good Derby field, and he's beaten them by 4 1/4 lengths.
Well, I promise you one thing. When they come the home straight, when I press the button, he just responded to me so quickly. I said, wow, I don't think if anyone can catch me. So when I looked at the TV, I was by 3, 4 easy. So yeah, of course, before the race, I don't respect that, but he's so good. He done great job, and well done for John and all the connection. Done a great job with the horse.
You've had a lot of success since you've come to Singapore in the last few years. Where does this horse rate as far as the best horses that you've ridden, not only here in Singapore but elsewhere in your career?
Well, he's a kind of horse, you know, he proved all the time. So I have been riding a lot of good horses like in Brazil, Hong Kong, even Macau, but this one is not too far from them. He's a really nice horse too.
We welcome on stage from the Singapore Turf Club Chairman Mr Tan Guang Ching and Honorary Treasurer Mr Ian McDonald, and from Emirates Mr Andrew Bunn, Country Manager Singapore and Brunei, and also Mr Raymond Tan, Sales and Marketing Manager Passenger. Gives me a great pleasure to invite Mr Andrew Bunn to say a few words on behalf of Emirates. Mr Bunn, please.
Chairman, committee members and executive management of the Singapore Turf Club, distinguished guests, friends from the media, a very good, very warm evening. On behalf of Emirates, I would like to thank you for joining us today for the 19th edition of the Emirates Singapore Derby. We hope you're enjoying the day. The Emirates Derby has run for 19 years, a long time by any measure in Singapore racing history. Our partnership with the Singapore Turf Club has seen this annual race grow into one of Singapore's premium sporting and lifestyle events. We are proud to have contributed to the growth of equestrian sport in Singapore. Allow me to give a very warm and a very sincere and a very big thanks to our friends at the Singapore Turf Club for helping to make the Derby a success year after year after year. This year, Emirates celebrates not only the 19th Emirates Singapore Derby, but also tonight, millions of people around the world will be watching another Emirates-sponsored event, the final of the FIFA World Cup. I keep my tip to myself at this point. These two events bear testament to Emirates' deep commitment to sponsorship around the world. These events have allowed Emirates to connect with our valued customers in ways which support their interests and passions. Remembering the less fortunate in our local community has also always been an important focus and tradition at the Emirates Singapore Derby. And with that, I'm pleased to announce that we have raised more than 43,000 Singapore dollars today for 4 voluntary welfare organizations under the umbrella of Community Chest of Singapore. So thank you all very much for that. We're grateful to all of our supportive guests for helping to raise so much money. And then, finally, and perhaps most importantly, on behalf of Emirates, I would like to congratulate owner Graham Mackey, trainer John O'Hara, jockey M. Nunes of the winning horse Spalato on their great victory today. It was a splendid and very exciting, especially with a dramatic start, very exciting race. Congratulations. And finally, thank you all again for coming to and supporting the 19th Emirates Singapore Derby. Enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bunn. Now, Mr. Andrew Bunn will now present the trophies for the Emirates Singapore Derby. The race won brilliantly, emphatically by Spalato, raced by Christopher G. Stable. To receive the trophy, Ms. Trish Donnell. Well done to Graham Mackey, who plays a massive part in the ownership of these horses. Trish Donnell receiving the Derby trophy, as well as a return business class ticket to Dubai, courtesy of Emirates. Well done to all concerned there with the Christopher G. Stable. To return business class tickets to Dubai as well, courtesy of Emirates, along with the Derby Trophy of 2014. Well done. Now I'd like to invite the winning trainer of Spalato, John O'Hara. What an amazing thrill for John O'Hara to be part of the ride. That is Spalato. 4 starts, 4 wins, 2 Group 1s, and to think only a few months ago we'd never even heard of this horse Spalato, and here he is winning the final 2 legs of the 4-year-old series. John will receive a crystal A380 model plane from Emirates, as well as a return business class ticket to Dubai as well, courtesy of course of our terrific sponsors, Emirates. And what a season he's having, the winning jockey, Manuel Nunes. On top of the table in the jockeys premiership, but I'm sure these 2 Group 1s in recent times mean so much more to him. Patrons Bowl winner and now the Derby winner as well. Manuel Nunes, well done. Manuel will also receive an A380 model plane from Emirates, as well as a return business class ticket to Dubai, courtesy of our terrific sponsors. It is now my pleasure to invite Mr. Andrew Bunn to present a token of appreciation from Emirates to the Singapore Turf Club. And in turn, I'd now like to invite Mr. Tan Wong Ching, Chairman of Singapore Turf Club, to present a token of appreciation to Mr. Andrew Bunn for Emirates sponsorship of the 19th Emirates Singapore Derby. Well, the presentation not entirely over, as Spalato, owned by Christopher G. Stable, also won the 2nd leg of the 4-year-old challenge. Our heartiest congratulations go to Christopher G. Stable. I'd now like to invite Mr. Tan Wong Ching to present a bonus cheque of $50,000 from the Singapore Turf Club after winning the final 2 legs of the 4-year-old series. Well done to, once again, Christopher G. Stable and Trish Donnell.
Well, a day we'll certainly remember for a long, long time. Spalato, at just its 4th race start, etches its name into the record books with victory in the 19th Emirates Singapore Derby. Thanks for joining us for our coverage. We'll catch you next time. Gates back, racing in the Emirates Singapore Derby. Group 1s in the Emirates Singapore Derby. Spalato bolts in.